Hello family, welcome and welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all doing great. In today's video I'm going to share with you how to make creamy mashed garlic potatoes. Let's get straight to the video. So right here I have my potatoes. I'm going to start by peeling my potatoes. These potatoes are worth $1. There are 8 potatoes here and they're medium sized, although this one is a little big. So if you like washing your potatoes before you peel them, just do that. For me, I'm going to peel them and then I'll wash them later. And I'm using this tiny knife right here. It works best for me. I'm now done peeling the potatoes. So one more thing that I love to do with my potatoes is to remove these black spots, just to make sure that my potatoes are super smooth. I'm done peeling the potatoes and removing the black spots. So from here I'm going to discard the peels and then I'm going to wash the potatoes and then I'll be right back. So my potatoes are now clean. So as you can see, I don't have so much potatoes, so I'm just going to quickly chop them and then I'll just set them aside here. If you have so many potatoes, you're going to add your potatoes inside some water to prevent them from turning brown. Yeah. So I'm done chopping the potatoes up. I'm now going to go ahead and transfer them to a pot and then I'm going to add some water to it. So today I'm using a bigger pot. Yeah, potatoes can be very messy if you use a small pot. I'm just going to add the water to slightly cover my potatoes and then I'm going to fire up my stove and then I'll cook these to fork tender. I'm just going to fire up my stove and then I'll let this cook. I feel like our potatoes are almost ready. I'm going to go ahead and prepare these 2 garlic cloves. Let me just go ahead and quickly wash them up. After washing my garlic, I'm just going to go ahead and chop them into tiny pieces as I'm doing here. I'm then going to transfer my garlic to a pot. And then to it, I'm going to add half a cup of fresh milk. Okay, so let me first check on the potatoes first. I'll use a fork. Oh, okay, the fork is just passing through the potatoes. That means the potatoes are ready. I'm going to go ahead and strain the remaining water in these potatoes. I transferred my milk with garlic to my stove. Then I'll let it boil a little bit so my milk can absorb the garlic. From here, I'm going to go ahead and mash my potatoes. Today I'm going to go ahead and use hand mixer to just mix these potatoes up. And if you don't have a potato masher or a hand mixer, you can just go ahead and use a spoon to mash your potatoes. And when you're doing that, just make sure that you mash your potatoes when they're still hot. Okay, I feel like that's just enough for now. After mashing the potatoes, as you can see, here is how they look. I'm now going to go ahead and strain my milk in. The garlic milk that we added to the stove a few minutes ago. I'm just going to add half of it and then I'll add the other half in case I need it. Let me just mix this up again. Okay, so here we go. I transferred the potatoes to my silver bowl here. So you can see clearly what I'm doing. The pot was so big and I felt like even if I zoomed in, you won't see what I was doing. So let's just go ahead and mix these potatoes up again. Okay, so here we go. This is what we have now. I'm going to go ahead and add some butter. If you don't have butter, you can use margarine. But then if you're using margarine, just make sure that you balance your salt because margarine is salty. And then I'm going to mix it up. If you love your potatoes with more butter, you can just add more butter. Okay, before I continue mixing, I'm going to add my salt in. One more thing that I'm going to add is some sour milk. You can add some sour cream if you have some sour cream at home. And I'm just going to add a little bit of the sour milk. In my last video when I made mashed bananas, I overused sour milk. I'll just add a little bit of it in. I feel like that's just enough. And then now I'm going to go ahead and mix this once and for all. Our potatoes are ready now. So I'm going to do a taste test. You guys, this is so good. I mean, like the garlic is just popping out on it. And not so much of it, and then the salt is just enough. I don't know how I knew the exact amount of salt I needed to add in because I just eyeballed it. I can't wait to have this, you guys. I can't wait. So to finish up on these potatoes, all we are going to do is to add a little bit of butter on top of it. We are going to be garnishing the potatoes. So I have some green onion here that I already washed. So I'm going to just quickly chop them thinly as shown in the video. Okay, I feel like this is just enough. Oh, I love how my onions turned out. Look at them. I love these onions. Oh, this is looking so pretty. My onions are on point today. This is how this looks. So on top of it, you can add more butter. Yeah, if you want that. So let's just go ahead and set this aside. So for my rice, I felt like having some coconut rice today. What I'm going to do is to break this coconut. I'm going to eat it outside on a hard ground, and then I'm going to make sure that I keep the water inside. Yeah. The water inside is actually the source of the sweetness of the coconut. Is that even a word? So this is our coconut here, and then I have my coconut water here. What I'm going to do is to chop this coconut into tiny pieces, and then I'm going to go ahead and crush it. As you can see, it actually just came out like this. I am so lucky today. I didn't have to do so much. I just broke it and it separated like that. I didn't even have to scrape it. So here we go. I feel like this is just enough. I'm going to transfer my coconut into this stool. Okay, so this is the stage of this coconut. I feel like I should crush it a little bit more. For me, I feel like this is just enough for me. I hope you can see that. Okay, so I'm going to start by preheating my oil. And then I'm going to add some chopped green onion in. I'm going to add my coconut, the crushed coconut that we just made. It's just 2 tablespoons that is heaped. I want my oil to absorb the coconut, that's why I added it with the onions. And I'm also going to add some garlic. I just reused the garlic that I removed from the milk that we boiled with the garlic. I know you can remember that. So I just crushed it and then I'm going to add it in. And then I'm going to mix this up. And I'm going to let this cook for a few minutes until my onions, most of the onions are golden brown. I'm going to go ahead and add water. So for the water, I'm going to be cooking a cup of rice. I'm also going to add our coconut water, that we removed from the coconut. I'll add it in. And then I'm going to add some salt to taste. Okay, I feel like that's just... Let me just taste the salt to know if I need to adjust. Okay, the salt is just enough. So from here, I'm going to bring this to a boil. As you can see, my water is ready. I'm just going to go ahead and add my rice. I already pre-washed my rice and drained it. So I'll just add my rice in. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. From here, I'm just going to reduce my heat and then I'll let my rice cook. Okay, so my rice is now ready. As you can see, the water is drained and I already turned off my stove. I'm going to go ahead and transfer my rice right here on my hot pot. So for the potatoes, since we were still making the rice and all that stuff, so I just covered it. I'll just go ahead and pop it in the microwave for a few minutes. To bring it back to life or to make it warm. This smells so good. I mean, the green onion plus the coconut that we added. They are always just killing me. Okay, so this is how our rice looks. Now my potatoes are so warm. Oh, it's burning my hand. I love this particular potato recipe, you guys. I mean, it's just so perfect. And the taste is just on another level. Right over here, I have some vegetables, stir-fried vegetables here. So let's just go ahead and taste the rice. The rice is also so good, you guys. That's the reason why I wanted to use real coconut and not the store-bought ones, I hope you like this video as much as I loved making it and sharing it with you. Kindly make sure you subscribe to my channel for more videos and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss my uploads. See you in my next video. Bye.